The breath. It's the first thing you did when you entered this world and the last thing you'll do before you leave it. Yet despite its constant presence, we rarely stop to realize its true significance. It's more than just air passing through your lungs. It's a bridge, a thread connecting your physical form to something far greater. With every inhale, you're not just drawing in oxygen, you're pulling in life force energy. Known across ancient traditions as prana, chi, or ether, this energy isn't a myth or a poetic metaphor. It's a very real, unseen electromagnetic force that animates every cell, every thought, every heartbeat. Throughout history, wise sages, mystics, and seekers from all corners of the world have guarded the sacred knowledge of the breath. To them, breathing was not simply a biological act. It was a spiritual practice, a key to unlocking realms of higher understanding and divine connection. Whether in the stillness of an Indian ashram or the silence of a Tibetan monastery, the breath was revered as the gateway to transcendence. Breath is the golden thread that binds your mind, body, and spirit together. It's the pathway to deeper clarity, profound stillness, and unshakable balance. Every inhale carries intention. Every exhale releases stagnation. Through conscious breathing, you align yourself with the natural rhythms of the universe. If you seek to rise above the noise of the mundane, to accelerate your spiritual evolution, and to reconnect with your true self, the breath is your path. It's the simplest yet most profound tool for transformation, a sacred mechanism hidden in plain sight. In this journey, I will guide you through ancient breathing techniques designed to channel and amplify this life force energy. Together, we'll awaken dormant energies within you, align your physical vessel with your spiritual essence, and open the gateway to deeper states of awareness. By the end of this experience, you won't just breathe, you'll breathe with intention. You'll feel the flow of energy coursing through you, harmonizing every layer of your being. Get ready to rediscover the lost wisdom of breath, and with it, reshape the very fabric of your reality. The average human uses merely 50% of their lung capacity, a mere fraction of their true potential. With every shallow breath, an ocean of untapped energy lies dormant, waiting to be awakened. So much life force, so much vitality left to drift into nothingness. Shallow, unconscious breathing isn't just a mundane habit. It's a veil over your true self, a barrier keeping you from higher realms of awareness. It clouds your mind, dulls your senses, and slows the rhythm of your spirit. It accelerates aging, scatters your focus, and keeps your consciousness tethered to the lower vibrations of existence. But within this veil lies a secret, a key. Breathing with intention is not merely an act, it's an alchemical process. Each inhale is an invocation, and every exhale a release. Through conscious breath, you summon life force energy, prana, chi, the invisible currents of creation itself. Breath is the bridge between the seen and the unseen, the physical and the divine. It is the most direct path to elevate your consciousness, expand your awareness, and unlock the mysteries hidden within you. In the stillness of a single intentional breath lies the power to transcend the ordinary and touch the infinite. Soon, I will guide you through the sacred techniques to harness this power, to draw energy inward, and to awaken the dormant light within. Prepare to breathe, not just with your lungs, but with your soul. Breath is the sacred thread woven through every esoteric tradition, both Eastern and Western, a golden bridge connecting the seen and the unseen, the finite and the infinite. But in between, it holds the power to become far more than a biological function. It is the philosopher's stone hidden in plain sight, the alchemical key that unlocks the gates to the divine. In the East, breath has long been revered as prana, the vital life force flowing through the intricate network of nadis in the yogic tradition. The ancient practice of Kundalini Yoga teaches that this energy lies coiled like a serpent at the base of the spine, awaiting the deliberate breath to guide it upward through the chakras, each center a lotus waiting to bloom. The breath becomes the carrier of this serpentine energy, rising through the Sushumna Nadi, awakening each energetic gate, and culminating in the great flowering of the Sahasrara chakra, the 1,000-petaled lotus at the crown of the head. Here, one does not just breathe, they merge with the cosmos. In the West, the esoteric traditions of Hermeticism and alchemy also speak of this sacred energy, though under different names. The alchemists called it the elixir of life, a substance capable of transmuting base materials into gold. But this gold wasn't literal, it was the gold of consciousness, the transformation of the mundane self into the eternal divine self. The breath in this context is the prima materia, the raw material of transformation. Through controlled, intentional breathing, we engage in the alchemical marriage of sulfur and mercury, of fire and air, bringing balance to opposing forces within us. When we combine these teachings, something extraordinary emerges. The Kundalini serpent of the East meets the alchemical phoenix of the West. Both represent the same universal truth. Through breath, energy rises, transforms, and transcends. With every inhale, you draw the divine downward into your being. With every exhale, you send your essence upward into the infinite. But here's the mystery. This process isn't linear. It's cyclical. Just as the Ouroboros, the ancient symbol of the serpent devouring its tail, represents eternity and self-renewal, so too does your breath. Inhale, exhale. Life, death, expansion, contraction. Every breath you take mirrors the cosmic dance of creation and dissolution. The act of inhaling and exhaling is far more than just a physical exchange of air. It's a sacred dance that subtly moves cerebrospinal fluid, the life-giving elixir of your nervous system. Naturally, this fluid rises slowly from the base of your spine, flowing through every chamber, bathing your brain, and completing its cycle over approximately 12 hours for just one molecule. But what if you could consciously amplify this process? What if you could command this fluid to ascend faster, carrying with it immense energy and unlocking dormant potential within you? Cerebrospinal fluid is no ordinary substance. It contains electrically charged molecules that act as conduits for energy. When you combine deep, intentional breathing with muscular engagement, when you lock down your perineum, pull your belly button toward your spine, engage your core, and focus your breath, you create an upward force. This is not a passive breath, it's an active one. A breath infused with purpose, discipline, and deep focus. As you inhale deeply and hold your core steady, the cerebrospinal fluid begins to move with greater velocity, traveling upward along your spinal column. With every deliberate contraction of your lower muscles, you're drawing energy from your base, pulling it up toward the sacred center of your brain, the pineal gland. Here's the magic. When charged molecules accelerate, they generate an electromagnetic inductance field. This field begins to spiral and circulate along the same path as the fluid itself, creating a magnetic pull. The more molecules you move, the stronger this field becomes, and the more energy you can draw upward into your higher centers. This breathwork demands presence. It's not something done absent-mindedly. It requires your passion, your will, and your undivided focus. As you continue this practice, you'll feel the energy rise, first into your lower abdomen, then your chest, then your throat, and finally, into the space behind your skull. This is where your pineal gland waits, a dormant receiver waiting to be activated. Straighten your spine, lock your chest, squeeze your core, guide your breath and energy upward until it lands squarely in the space between the back of your throat and the base of your skull. This is where the magic happens. At this moment, something profound occurs. The sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous systems begin to harmonize, merging in a delicate dance of balance. The thalamic gate, a neurological threshold opens wide, allowing an electric charge to flood your brain. Positive and negative charges meet, generating a magnetic field. This electromagnetic signal is precisely what your pineal gland needs to shift your brain into gamma brainwave patterns, a state of heightened awareness, clarity, and creativity. In this elevated state, you'll feel an undeniable euphoria, a sensation so profound that it becomes almost addictive, not in a harmful way, but in a way that leaves you craving this connection to your highest self. Your brain, now tuned to new frequencies, becomes an antenna. It starts to receive signals, energy, and information from the quantum field. These signals aren't just abstract, they transform into vivid visions, powerful insights, and undeniable truths. This is why the pineal gland has long been called the third eye. It's not just metaphorical, it's a very real portal to inner vision, one that reveals a world far more vivid and tangible than the physical one. The pineal gland, the third eye, becomes the alchemical retort, the sacred chamber where these energies meet and transform. In the Eastern texts, it is called the Ajna chakra, the center of inner vision and cosmic perception. In the West, it is described as the seat of the soul by philosophers like Descartes. This tiny gland, when awakened through breath and intention, becomes the eye of Horus, the eye of Shiva, the divine lens through which we perceive the eternal. This is the secret of the mystical gland. This is the knowledge kept hidden in ancient texts and guarded by sages across time. Through the power of intentional breath and focused energy, you can awaken this sleeping giant within you. When your brain enters this transcendental state, you're no longer just existing, you're receiving, you're drawing wisdom, energy, and vision from realms beyond ordinary perception. As you master this art, your breath ceases to be mere air moving through your lungs. It becomes a ritual, a sacred act of creation and connection. With every inhale, you draw stardust into your being. With every exhale, you become part of the vast, infinite cosmos. This is not just a physical practice, it is a spiritual renaissance. Through breath, you are no longer bound by the limitations of your body, your thoughts, or your fears. You become a bridge between heaven and earth, a living vessel for divine energy. Inhale deeply now. Feel the weight of these words settle into your chest. This isn't just about breathing, it's about becoming. Becoming the alchemist, the yogi, the sage, the mystic. Becoming the eternal self that exists beyond the constraints of time and form. This is the union of East and West. This is the lost art of breath. This is your path back to the infinite. Thank you for taking this step into the unseen, for daring to breathe with intention, and for seeking the light within the breath. Until our next encounter, may your breath flow steady, your mind remain clear, and your spirit rise ever higher. For guidance and answers, do not hesitate to use the comment section below the video.